Right, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dark Cloud. Man, I have to say I'm enjoying this series. It's been a long time since I've played this. It was 20 years ago, to be exact. So, yeah, we had the first episode out. Go and check that. If you haven't, it has the context and the story of the game. We left off that we had to go back into the dungeons and do more dungeons and get more Atla and stuff going on. So this is what we need to do in this episode. We have to go and get a couple of floors of the dungeons done first, and then we have to rebuild the village a bit. Now, one of the issues that you have early on in this game is that you depend on the mayor of the first city, this Nolum village, basically, for supplies. So, repair powder for the weapon, items like that, the bread for your health, antidotes, water, anything that you need. You don't have where to buy it because there's no market. However, you can build the market. You can actually build the market in each of the villages, and I think there's a plethora of villages. There's plenty of them. That's why I say this is a building world kind of city building game. But you have to find the Atla. You need to find the villages that are like the markets for that village, and you need to put everything together so that you can trigger the event, and then the market is open so you can buy stuff. So we have an old man, I do remember, in here, but there's a bit of a gimmick to it. Now, this is something that usually in games today, everybody knows everything, so if you don't know something, you just go on YouTube and you're quickly gonna realize it. At that time, though, 20 years ago, YouTube wasn't really a thing, so you had to discover on your own. So if you didn't know, well, you just gonna play the game until you find out exactly what it is that you're searching for. And there's a gimmick with the villager in here, because you need trigger some events for the shop, basically, to have all the materials. Now, I remember that was the case, but I don't remember exactly what the event was, because again, it was 20 years ago. But we're not gonna focus on that right now. We're gonna focus on getting some Atla, because as of now we only have the House of Macho, which I moved here near the dungeons, because I do remember the Machos were like a fighting thing. They had a fighting thing going on. They like to fight, so I think they go into the dungeon very often. And so I think both of the brothers want to sit there to have like a completion of the village. But we don't have the second brother, we only unlocked Macho. So we have to go and do the second floor of the dungeon, B2. And probably we're going to do the third one as well. If we can manage, if we get lucky. Oh look, there's a cat. So in the meantime, let's go and clean up this dungeon real quick, because we don't really have time for that. Just gonna go and smash through the monsters in the area, like this Yamik. If I remember correctly, there were different elements, so I'm gonna quickly show you. There's a little bit of tutorial going on. So when you look at the weapons, basically you'll have your regular stats, right? You have your weapon HP, so you hit monsters, HP go down, weapon HP goes to 0, the weapon pops, and you lose it. The absorption points basically is the XP. I don't know why they called it absorption points, but every time you kill a monster, you absorb the energy of the monster that transforms into XP, and then when you get to 40 or whatever is the limit of the XP, or the threshold for the XP for the weapon, you power up the weapon. You can see my dagger is +1, you can do it plus 200 if you want. Then you have attack, endurance, speed, and magical power. But that's not all. Then you have elements. You have fire, ice, thunder, wind, and holy. So each monster is going to be affected differently. It's going to have weaknesses to certain elements, and it's going to be immune to other elements, blah blah blah. You know the drill. A typical RPG. And then you also have the particular weapon type, particular damage for particular monsters. And you'll have to use gem to increase these ones. For example, this one has anti-beast. It's only 4, it goes up to 100. You don't need to know that now, but just in case. So this has many complex elements, RPG elements to it. It's not it's not a shallow and superficial game. Alright? Anyway, moving on. Let's clean this floor too real quick. Let's get all the chests. And look, we have a tasty water, which is gonna come in handy. Since we are a melee type of guy with this character, we need to pay attention to the bats. Because we only have one antidote per run at the moment. And every time we run out of the supplies, we need to go back to the mayor to get one. And the problem is, these bats give you poison. So you need to really pay attention with the melee types to do that kind of attack. That's a charged attack. I think every character has one. I do not remember 100%. We shall see, I guess. Anyhow. Skeletons, easy. Come here, skeleton soldier. And let's see if we can actually get rid of this Yamik before the weapon breaks. Well, weapon almost broke. Weapon. Repair. So now we consumed our one weapon repair item. And we have 50 HP points. But with the melee, it doesn't go down by 1 HP per weapon every time you hit a monster. Different monsters have different HP sort of drain. So for example, I'm 50, I hit the Yamik, I go to 49. So this is a 1. But the statue monsters, the rock monsters, I think, they take much more than 1. So you can really break your weapons by doing a combo without realizing it. Some of the enemies, 3 combos, your weapon HP goes to 0. So you really need to pay attention, do this kind of micromanagement on your weapons, which I think it's pretty cool as an element. But yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm having a lot of fun. I have to say, it's interesting that we're still able to play this game in 2023. But I think a second iteration of the game came out 2-3 years later. I think it's called Dark Chronicles. I haven't played that one though, because at the time when we were busy with school and stuff, and you know, when you're a kid, really you don't get that much time to play. It's actually funny how when you're a kid and you're supposed to play, you actually don't have that much time to play, because you have to do school and your parents tell you to do different stuff. And then you become an adult and all of a sudden you can organize your time, and if you're clever about it, you have much more time, yeah, to play the games as an adult. What a crazy world we live in. Come on here, skeleton. Alright, another one out of the way. Now I think we're getting thirsty. Yeah, good. So we need to drink some water. We do have 2 bottles, so I think we can drink one. Just chug it down. Perfect. Yeah, you can tell the dungeons as of now, in the beginning, are pretty slow to traverse. But interestingly enough, it's gonna go a lot faster. And that's because the shoppers... Oh look, I made a level. So because the shoppers will have an item that it's called something feather. I think it's some type of feather item, whatever. It's a magical item that allows you to go faster. I'm about to die. Or maybe not. Good. I almost died there. Anyway, yeah. So there's this kind of feather something. I don't remember the name now, but we'll buy it soon enough. And allows you to traverse faster. Basically, I think you move almost double the speed. 70% extra speed. Anyway, so you can literally fly through the dungeons. And that's gonna make it a lot easier. Because it gets, at times it gets a bit tedious when you want to grind. Because that's one of the grindy elements of the game, let's say. If you want to improve your weapons, you will have to fight monsters to get those XP up and buff your weapons. If you want to find new weapons, you need to find an item that allows you to unlock in every floor of the dungeon a sort of a secret area within the dungeon. that gives you better items and other stuff, but the monsters are also more powerful. So you really need to pay attention to so many things, and having that feather to allow you to do things faster, it's much better. There you go, let's get rid of this bat. We really need to pay attention not to get poisoned. So you see that little wagon thing over there? That is the secrets area. It's the connection to the secret area, so to speak. So there's sort of a back door, I think they're named, or back floor, something like that. And you need an item. I think it's oil. I think it's the oil for the wagon. Obviously we don't have it. But when you do that, that's gonna unlock basically the oil is just... Obviously, you put the oil on the wheels and then the cart can go, the wagon can go, and so you can move the wagon to a different area. That kind of thing. But it's interesting because every dungeon has a different one. So every time you move to a new area, it's going to be a different dungeon, there's going to be different keys, there's going to be different areas, everything is randomly generated, by the way. So it's pretty interesting, it never really gets old. And it never really gets that sense of monotony gameplay like modern games do sometimes. I don't know, I'm looking at you, Destiny. Yeah, anyway. Back to the village. First things first. We don't have repair powder. So the first thing we do, obviously, we go back to the mayor. Right? Yeah, we go back to the mayor and we ask him nicely to resupply us with the goody materials. This looks to be no easy task. Yeah, it's not easy. And it's not fun at all to slash monsters all day, every day, for the rest of your life. What did we get? Look, we got Comacho, the other brother. And I think that is the next room for them. Oh, and I also have the barbell. Perfect. So now I'm going to show you exactly, if I can, how you trigger the events in the game. So basically what you want to do is go and speak with everybody. If there's multiple people in the house, you need to speak to everyone and ask them, how should I rebuild Noldum, whatever, and they will tell you what they want. And yeah, like I remember, they want the house in some place where they don't have to travel too far to get a good workout. And the other guy wants to fight a lot. So basically these are the fighting gym brothers. Let's see what he wants. He wants a fence and a lamp for the house. You wouldn't be afraid of somebody robbing you now, would you? Let's put a fence. Let's put the lamp. And now, for example, we've completed this brother's house. So let's go in. Let's go in real quick and speak to them. What, Bob? You've done it. Yeah, mates, I did it. Now give me the money. This is for you. Keep it. Our gem, Stone Breaker. I suppose that helps. So you put that gem in the weapon and the stone monsters are gonna get more damage from it. So basically enhances the stone killing capabilities of the weapon. Something like that. What's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. Typical big brother. Grrr. I can't take this anymore, bro. We're gonna settle this with a battle. No wonder. Indiana Jones and Fluffy. Ready when you are, alright. So they're gonna go and have a fight. I wonder who wins. I mean, I know who wins, but I wonder in real life, the big brother is smaller and the smaller brother it's bigger. That didn't make any sense, but you get my point. And, well, I don't think we know who won, but we did get the gem that we can actually customize and put this inside. As you can tell, you put it in here and now anti-rock, damages rock monsters. That is done. We can... Actually, here's what we do, because we're clever boys. We repair the dagger first, And then we go back to the mayor. We get another powder to repair weapons. And then we jump right back into the dungeon. Day 2 morning. Alright, lovely. So we go back into the dungeon and we do the 3rd floor. Hopefully it's gonna be fast. And as soon as we can get that old man to sell us stuff, we're gonna get even more faster. Me no English. Anyhow, I'm gonna try to keep the episodes to around 30 minutes. So sometimes if it gets too much, I'm gonna cut maybe something off, because I don't want to make them too long. And sometimes, like now, you know the drill about the dungeons. If nothing interesting happens, there's probably no excuse me, there's probably no reason for me to keep just showing it to you. I'm gonna show you the results once I have the dungeon done. Alright, or let me speak with Grandpa. I'm back. Exciting, eh? Don't give me that look. This is for your benefits. You've done nothing. Right, so let's get to the intermediate course. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. Huh? What you say? First is the lock-on. Oh, we know how to lock on. L1, R1 buttons functions change during lock-on. Pressing the L1 button during lock-on switches the lock-on to another enemy. So many lock-on in the sentence. Pressing the L1 button repeatedly cycles through all of the enemies in your field of view. Next, pressing the R1 button activates your guard. Oh! Aha! That's something I forgot. So with L1 you cycle through enemies, and with R1 you parry, basically. Alright. Good enough, chap. We don't need more stuff from you. You're wasting our time. We need to save the world. We don't have time to chit-chat. Ha. Come to me, puppy. Bluff. 1 down. 20 more to go. Alright, so we already found the door to the next level. Now we just need to find the key and get 6 Atla? Was it 6? I think so. Well, 2 of them are here. And that skeleton soldier means problem. Let's try and parry. How does it go? Poof! Haha! Bastard, what do you think you're doing? There's 3 of them. Okay. Now that's gonna get interesting. Wow, I just missed that. Oh, I have no stamina. Poof, I don't need stamina to deal with you, plebonski. I shall eat you alive. Well, you are actually dead, but it's fine. Get some bread. Claude's house. I do remember the names of some of them, but Claude? Not really. Yeah, it probably wasn't that important to them. No matter. Okay, so, you see, now this statue is gonna take a bunch... 34, 31 is taking 3 HP weapons points. And I'm about to die. Bro, this... It's like a truck. What is this? Stop it. Alright, so we need to pay attention to those statues because... no good. They deal very good damage. Oh, we do have water down there, which is really good. Let me see how much damage I do like that. Oh, and we can also skip the big boy. Boom! And we skip the attack. And we're gonna lose the weapon. We need to repair really quickly. Okay. You can tell. 2 of these monsters and we're losing all of the boom dodges. Was that a 10? Bro, just die already. Oh. Look, 1 monster and we lost 11 HP of the weapons. Of the weapon. And I didn't want it to drink because there's a pond with a waterfall down there, and that's gonna replenish our life and our thirst. there's really not much we can do. There's 2 statue dogs, and these guys also hit like a truck. So let's... wait, there's no chest, nothing? Oh, there's an enemy. Right, hopefully we don't get poisoned. Good, very good. Keep on going, lads. You're doing great. You suck, but it's fine. So we have 2 of these. Let's see how much damage we do. Come here, doggy. Boom. Alright, it's not too bad. 2 hits. But when they are in that state, I don't think we can damage them. Alright. We have the Dragon Crest, so we don't really need to do anything else. But we need this chest. Bro, just move away. Okay. Let's one-shot this bastardo. Come here, doggy. Flack. Now go away. Endurance +1. Oh, endurance +1 is actually pretty good. It could come in handy. Because endurance basically is what helps your weapon to reduce the HP loss from attacking enemies, basically, if that makes sense. So you do want to have high endurance on your weapons, that's what I'm saying. But now, because we got the key, we don't really have to waste our time with the enemies, so we're just gonna clean the chests. We're gonna take the Atla and boom, back into the village with a mellow banana, an extra mellow banana. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, pretty interesting. I hope you like the videos. I hope you like the game. And if you don't, then you're a pleb. But it's fine also. It don't matter. It's good. Everybody has different taste. Anyway, let's get the Atla. Then we have another chest and another Atla on the back side of this room. Then I guess we can move on the north side of it. We can move up because we have another Atla. And I think that's it. Then we can just basically call it quits and go back to the surface. And I guess we could also finish it with this episode because it's getting too long. That's not what she said. Come on. We really need to increase the water bar there. Like only 3 of those tiers, or whatever they are, of water, you consume them way too fast. This is not good. Because if that's the case, I don't remember it to be that fast, but if that's the case, you'll have to put in your inventory many bottles of water. And that, it might be a problem, because at the moment we can only have 1. And we're not getting very lucky with the drops either, so a very inconsistent labyrinth, if you ask me. But this is just the 3rd floor and we have many to go, so we shall see. Let's get this. Is energy status? Pumped with energy. So we can actually defeat everyone in 1 tap. Talk about my 1 taps. You don't know, for me, slicing is easy. A chef. Gordon, they call me. This might be a problem. I don't have any more water. And if you don't drink soon, we're gonna die. Hopefully we're gonna be okay. Let's see, what do we have? Did we just find the weapon? With 20 attack! See what I'm saying? How do you take this off? You don't. Okay. That is absolutely perfect. So now we're just gonna put these gems in, and this has thunder. Alright. I don't think it matters that much as of now. Let me see the items if we have another water. We do. Let's use that before we die. Let's pick up these 2 chests, because there's 2 big chests. What is happening? Another weapon. Did I just complain like 2 minutes ago that we don't really get that good of a loot? I think they're listening. If you are, stop listening. Bloody hell. That was a pleasant coincidence. Or was it? Anyway, let's move to the next floor, please. Run faster, my boy, because we don't have time for you to just run like you're walking. We need more speed. Man, I can't wait to get those feathers. Don't even remember the cost, because obviously you have to buy stuff and you have to buy it with gold. And as of now, we have where's the gold? 38 gold. Man, we poor. Ugh. Forever poor. Very bad, very bad. Right, let's unlock the next floor real quick. Boom. And let's go up. Leave the dungeon, because we have to resupply again. And we need to put down more stuff. As in... What am I doing with my hand? I don't know. Italiano, it's very much alive. The hand, yeah? What exactly do you want me to do? Well, first of all, let's go get a powder from Gianni. And hopefully a water as well. Alright, there's one thing I want to try. So, health is fine, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to get one repair powder and a water, and I'm going to immediately use it. Right? So, let me use the water. Boom. And let me... I don't need to use the repair. I can use it on the knife though. Right? That's fire. 40, 32. Right. Repair this. And now let me try again. And it gives it back to us. Perfect. So yeah, I was correct in assuming so. Now we have another bread, which we're gonna put here. We have another water, which we're gonna put here. And this place, I leave it free, because when you press quadrato, the square, what it does, it consumes the active element, object, item, whatever you have on the top bar. And I do press square a lot because, I don't know, I am stupido. But it is what it is. Let me save real quick, and this shall be the end of the episode. In the next one, we're gonna do more dungeons. Actually, I'm gonna do more dungeons off camera, because there's pretty much no need. And then when I have some stuff to build, I'm gonna show you how you build the villaggio, which is pretty interesting. So, I'll see you in the next episode. For now, stay chill and passeggiata time, yeah? Good.